Ah. Yeah. Ah. Hello everybody, my name is
BigAnf.
Let's rock.
Crash Mind Over Mutant, the Crash game that makes everyone go
Buff Cortex, baby!
I never played the original game, but I did play this DS one back in the day, but don't remember much from it. So let's take a look at Crash Mind Over Mutant for the Nintendo DS. Well, there goes everything I ate in the past 2 days. What the hell are these cutscenes? The characters move like they're on drugs, and it doesn't help that there's no voiceover, which, depending on you, makes these cutscenes from disgustingly awful to awfully disgusting. Anyway, Cortex captures both Coco and Crunch, and it's up to Crash to save the day. So you start off at level 1 and...
Oh brother, not another tutorial!
This one sucks! The game tells you how to jump, and 5 seconds later it teaches you how to double jump, which is pointless because I double jumped an accident. If you're going to teach me how to double jump, then show me how to do it beforehand with the jumping segment. It's useless. I guess this is a good opportunity to talk about the controls. Crash moves fine enough, but double jumping can be quite unresponsive at times, leading to some unfair deaths. The combat is slow and boring. Crash has so much lag when attacking, which makes fighting really boring. Which sucks because the Titans series actually had fast and fluid combat system, making fights enjoyable. So we get to our first mutant, which is a Spike by the way, and... hold on. Why is he so slow? He was fast in Crash of the Titans, but here, it's just boring. And besides, in World 1, mutants dominate through levels because not only do they have more health, but they can just sweep through enemies with no trouble. Oh yeah, gimmicks. They also do whatever this thing is. The level design is bland and uninspired. It's quite difficult to tell levels apart, to be honest. This game can boast about how it changes its backdrops, but in the end, it's just showing how lazy these developers are. Oh baby, new mutant, get him! Oh, it's just a slightly stronger Spike. We finally get to the first boss, which is, you guessed it, another Spike. This is probably the only time in the whole game where I found the whatever this thing is move to be helpful. You beat it and collect the gem. Now take everything I said and repeat that 4 more times till you get to the final boss. The rest of the game is simply this review but repeated 4 times in a row. That means more boring gimmicks, more boring levels, more boring boss fights, more gems to collect, the list goes on. It's like if I repeated the same phrase over and over again. It's like if I repeated the same phrase over and over again. It's like if I repeated the same phrase. Yeah, I know how you feel.
Again. Actually, I don't want to break this thing, so let's just pop this on my bed. Off!
I didn't mention that there are these bonus levels you can do, but I honestly can care less about them. When you die, you go back to the start of a level. There are checkpoints around halfway through a level, and the average level is about 3 to 4 minutes, but some levels feel like they take ages to get through because of how boring they are. The mutants you get are like the ones you find in Crash of the Titans. Which is the wrong game to begin with. Such as the Spike from earlier, the Electric, Anubis Vicious, Psycho Mandrake? Is this a platformer or a freaking RPG? Oh yeah, and the I Can't Jump for Shite Roller. After killing the I Can't Jump for Shite Roller boss and retrieving the gem, we get to fight, Crash changes clothes. This makes Crash's stats increase. Well, too bad we're at the final boss, so it doesn't really matter because it's hard as heck. For the final boss, you fight Chimera, which is a combination of all 5 mutants you fought. And boy, this boss destroyed me. The first two phases aren't too bad, but the third one is absolutely Chimera blocks 90% of your attacks, which is stupid enough. Cortex shows up for some reason just to get beaten up, and this boss was never even mentioned throughout the entire game. Well, that was Crash Mind Over Mutant for the Nintendo DS. Let's say the game gets bad out of 10. They spelled engine wrong, are you serious?